It's like we never left.
Yes, I agree.
And by we, I mean me, because obviously I'm the one that left.
Amen. Yeah, this is true. You were the one that left.
And in this moment,
We go back and forth. I leave, you leave. We never leave together.
We never leave together. Yeah, well, that's when I graduate. That's when
we never. Yeah, there we go. Then we leave
together.
We're leaving. We're on the Mars mission.
On the Mars mission.
Fun fact.
3 years in space.
We're getting ahead of the YouTube market. So Earth already done with. We're moving on.
We're moving on. Videos on Mars.
Well, yeah, we're looking for the Mars market.
Unless we're going with the red tube, then it would be Uranus, I guess.
That's actually pretty good. That was a good one. I think go with red tube, like red as in Mars. Then you went Uranus. That was a nice little twist. I like twists in my anus. I mean,
Hello.
Oh.
And welcome to the Power Cycle Podcast. My name is Mike Knowles.
I am Jack Barron. And we are here.
We are older, grizzled.
Definitely, I would love to see how we've aged, how stressful this is. You know
Hold on, screenshot from the last Power Cycle Podcast intro. We'll just play it back.
Hello and welcome to the first episode of 2018.
And now they see, look at that. Yeah.
Dude, how they see that's magic, dude. Like we just waited.
I'm like 30 pounds lighter now.
Dude, I'm like 10 pounds heavier. That's
okay.
I took it away, you know. But
one cannot live while the other dies.
Yeah, you always gotta go back and forth. It's like Thanos, half and half.
Yeah, it's like Voldemort and Harry Potter.
Yes, there you go. Yeah, the boy who lived, the boy who lost weight,
the boy who slimmed.
But speaking of slim and weight,
yes,
E3.
Nothing to do with those words.
Zero,
but E3 season.
Yeah, they both have an E in there, and 30 has 3. So
this is just the preface here. This is the pre-E3 podcast. We're shooting this before E3. It'll be coming out the Monday before E3. And we're going to be talking about today just things we're looking forward to at E3, predictions or what we think should happen at E3, and just that sort of jive before we confuse you in any way.
I always love doing this because half the time, all of the time, I am wrong.
I should also take this time to let you guys know we are doing 2 E3 live streams. Sunday of E3. For the press conferences on Sunday, we'll be doing a full live stream. When the press conferences are not going on, we're going to just be doing games and shenanigans with a bunch of friends and family. Jack will be getting over late on Sunday, but I'll be running the show with some friends all morning and all afternoon.
There we go. Good. Okay.
Yep. And then Monday, we'll be doing the press conferences on Monday, and Jack will be there all day for that. And we'll have friends and family stuff coming over, playing random games, shenanigans, all that stuff. We're going to probably play some Jackbox. If we have enough viewers in, they'll play some Jackbox with us.
Oh, there we go. That'd be fun.
It'd be great. Yeah. And then for the Nintendo conference, we're going to actually, I'm going to record a live reaction later on VOD and put that up immediately after that's done that night. Jack will not be there for that. I will have someone there for that to do it with me. Don't know who it will be yet. Chance is my brother.
Chances are.
He knows his Nintendo shit, so you know.
Yeah, he has a Switch. I don't have a Switch, so that makes sense. So, but now
speaking of a Switch.
Yes.
I would like to start with the first thing I want to see this E3.
Oh, the Switch Extra Large.
The Switch XL.
The Switch XL, yes.
So now that Nintendo is also in Japan releasing a version of the Switch that comes with no dock and no controllers, I think, or something like that. It's just the physical mobile Switch. It indicates to me that they are all in on this as a mobile device, not just a console device. So thus they want you to own multiple. Thus, based on every other mobile gaming device they made in the last couple of years, there will be an XL version. I want it.
I think that's pretty fair logic. I would not be surprised if they at least did something along. I think every console kind of does that. They release either some type of thin version, some type of large version, some type of 2D version of a 3DS.
Do you want the college kid budget version, or do you want the 4K money marketing version?
But dude, I even think they're in a fine position in the sense of like they're one of the only things like I constantly hear. Good thing, you know, like I never hear someone say like, "Oh, this Switch game wasn't good," or like, "I'm not excited for a Switch game." Like any game that comes out for the Switch is like a holy grail.
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah, it's
at least the first party games.
Yeah, you know, and it's just very interesting where I think Nintendo always at least surprises you when you watch their direct. It always like there's always all the games you expect, and at the end of it, they're like, "Oh, and yeah, here's Metroid. Here you go." Like everyone's like, "Wait, what? Like we weren't expecting that." And that was what I think is nice about Nintendo, where I think they're the only I was reading an article and someone said they used the video game donkey quote, like they don't know how to run a business, they don't know how to market anything.
Yeah.
But they know how to make video games.
Well,
Like
I would argue that they are really good at marketing. I would argue that they use a lot of like meme marketing almost. Like they
like,
let the game they make things in the game and in like the trailers stuff like that will just like that are just so out there that people can't not talk about it.
Yeah, and I think it's also that there's that perk of they are always at least. I feel like Nintendo doesn't just do like I don't think I never feel like they wake up in the morning and go like, okay, let's make a game console. They wake up and go, what is the weirdest thing we can make? Like what? Like the Nintendo Labo thing.
Well, they're a toy company.
Yeah, like
I
still
don't
don't
understand. A video game company.
Like we were watching the video last night of Funhouse playing with the Labo. I still don't understand I don't understand like anything about it. Like it's just the strangest.
I don't think
thing.
that was the best video to explain Labo to you, though.
Yeah, no, I agree. But like again, it's just one of those weird things where like I could never imagine Xbox.
They literally got to charge you $60 to build your own game.
Like what?
Like they just printed cardboard and they're like, here's cardboard, $60.
Like, yeah, you could make that at home. Like the amiibos. Like, who would make an amiibo? Why would someone want that?
The amiibos were pretty cool though. They were like they were full vinyl action figure, not action, but full vinyl statuettes for $10. Like that was cool.
But to me, like it's this awesome idea that I never would expect from like a Sony or a Microsoft. I never would expect Microsoft to come out with like an amiibo.
Well, Sony made their line of amiibos.
Did they? Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's just one of those strange things where like I never would expect it. And Nintendo is always that company that comes out and does something like goofy or out of the box or something that at least you're going to talk about it for the next like how long if we go back to our old videos, we talked about the Switch for like a whole year like before it came out. Like I remember you bringing it up and it was like a template. It was like a little blueprint. You're like, look at this goofy little thing, and now it's like one of the biggest consoles out there, and I think at this direct you're gonna watch them come out and they'll probably give you every game you want. They'll be like, okay, yeah, here's new Pokemon, here's and the Yoshi game will be there. Here's all this stuff that like you want it, we're just gonna give it to you.
Yeah,
and
I'm worried about the Pokemon game. There's a lot of rumors about things they're doing with it.
I was
like drastic changes.
Really, I was heard that some people were speculating it might be like a remake because I think
we think it's gonna be like it's gonna not be like a remake. It's gonna be like Fire Red and Leaf Green. Specifically, there's also gonna be a Kanto, but like there's also there's new game plus added to it.
Interesting.
So it's like it's the same map and it's the same story, but like there's like smaller adjustments, like updating it, making it a little bit better. There's extended story and stuff like that. You can like move it from there. I just put it there earlier to make it easy. So you can like put it wherever. You can put it there. You can put it wherever it's comfortable for you.
I know I knocked it over almost last video we did.
Yeah, that was
yesterday.
But like apparently they're like adding like Pokemon Go support, which is like fine. I understand that, but they like transfer Pokemon. I'm like, how do you do that?
Pokemon Go, R.I.P. Dude.
How do you? They're doing a second Pokemon Go Fest. I know people that are going to it. Like I personally know people that are going to it.
Wasn't the first one like
a
real like
Cringe Factory?
Yeah, like a whole like dumpster fire. Like
there's a lawsuit. They had to pay out people that went to the event.
My favorite part about it is didn't they go on stage and they're like, log in? They're like, we can't.
They was yelling at them, and you can do this. The servers are down.
Yeah, they're like, nothing's working, and like.
I know people are going. I'm like, why would you go to this? Like,
dude, but R.I.P. Pokemon Go was like the closest to world peace we ever got. Like,
for sure.
Like for those like 2 days, that was
you were the chosen one. You were supposed to save us, Anakin.
Like for that 1 week, it was like the closest I've ever felt to, like the world like being okay. Like I remember running through the forest.
You feel like King John would have crossed the demilitarized zone and just like, looking for an Eevee and just met the president of South Korea and be like, oh, hi.
Like I remember like running through the forest because I didn't like no one understood like how the game worked yet. Like you need to be like in a more populated area for it to give you Pokemon,
which makes zero sense based on Pokemon.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Like, I remember being in a forest. And I like bumped into someone else, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" They're like, "Oh, play Pokemon." I'm like, "Okay, this is it. This is this is gonna change the world." And then I'm sucking, but again, I think that is what you get with Nintendo. At least is like I remember when ARMS came out. Like me and my buddies would play ARMS, and that was like, again, it was one of those things like, did I love ARMS? No. Like it was like did I sit there and say it's a game changer? No. But again, it was that like it felt like kind of Wii Sports again. Where I remember playing Wii Sports for the first time, and I was like, "Whoa, this is it, man. This is the future." And I think, and for Nintendo to have, to be coming off of Breath of the Wild, one of the best games of like all time.
Well, Odyssey was the last one released.
Oh, was it?
Mario Odyssey was the last big.
Oh yeah, to have that too. Yeah, coming off of that, all this coming off of all of that and going into E3 is, I think they're in the best position because again, like it's just. I feel, at least personally, a lack of confidence, especially in Xbox.
Yep.
Huge.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Their conference is 2 hours.
Wow, that seems long.
So I'm hoping
like
here's the thing.
It's not usually that long. Is it?
I don't have a lot of like Xbox has been.
I got it.
Xbox has been like fucking up this generation But like I still trust Phil Spencer. Like he knows what to do.
And
The problem is
what
he's working on a 4-year back. Like I think this is the first year where we're gonna finally see the changes that Spencer has been working on getting implemented.
He's to trust the process of Xbox. Like,
Yeah.
look, guys, we're gonna suck for 2 years.
No,
trust me.
Well, it's not that. It's because when he took over, there were already plans in the work. You can't cut or you lose all that money.
Yeah.
So like he had to deal with like 3 years of bullshit before he could actually start. I think this is the first year where we're gonna get to see like his vision being executed.
Again, but before we get into Xbox, back to Nintendo. But again, I think going into it, I think people are more excited to watch. And I think it's nice because usually they're short too, which is nice. They're very quick to the point. And
Smash Brothers.
Smash Brothers could be, and that's gonna. Again, I find Smash Brothers very interesting because I know me personally, I'm not like the biggest Smash person. Like, of course, I grew up with it and I loved it, but it is like I forget like how big that game is. Like that's like a thing.
Like ubiquitous. Like everyone knows how to play Smash
Like when
Brothers.
that comes out, like. Granted, like I do not usually buy it. I'm not like this huge hyper. I don't have a Switch or anything.
Oh, wow.
But when that game does come out, it is like, oh, okay, that's what we're doing for the next like 2 years. Like that's like the game. Like I remember when the newest one came out for the not the Wii U. Yeah, Wii U. Yeah,
Wii U.
Yeah, when that one came
Wii U
out,
3DS.
and when that was like 8 players, I was like, oh, this is it. This is the game changer. Like 8 people in a Smash game. There it is. Like that's the change they needed. And now coming into this, like I have no idea what to expect from this one.
I saw a post on the Kind of Funny Facebook page that was like, I hope Super Smash Bros. Has Battle Royale mode. I'm like, that's called one stock, you pleb.
Yeah, that's the whole game.
that's called one stock go. Like,
well, like, but dude, now do we know if it's
a new game or like?
Yeah, I was looking up.
There's been a lot of things indicating it's a new game. I don't know. There's been an official press release saying it is.
I think at this point, if it isn't a new game,
people will riot.
There will be like some serious, like if they came out like remaster of Wii U. Like,
that's why I consider Pokemon is that apparently there's a lot of mechanics that are allegedly being changed. And that makes it, from what I'm reading, doesn't feel like it's a Pokemon game, which is fine. Like you gotta evolve, you gotta change stuff. But like apparently there's a rumor that they're changing the way Pokemon are caught to the same way they're caught on Go.
Oh, that'd be annoying.
Which is not.
There's no fighting. There's no fighting in Go. It's just
maybe. Yes, I think this will be fighting, but I think it's like you're gonna have to like swoosh the ball and stuff like that, and like hit the circle. And it's like, no.
Yeah,
no.
I think that's my thing with Pokemon as a whole is, I feel like because maybe again I'm older than maybe like my cousins who are like 13 and 12 who might be playing Pokemon, but. I did. If Pokemon had never changed from like Ruby and Sapphire, I probably still would keep playing it. Like I feel like it's just one of those.
Well, no, Platinum was the pinnacle. Platinum was the pinnacle.
Oh yeah, like Pearl. To me, when I played, is that Pearl and Pearl?
That was the Emerald of Diamond.
Yeah. Okay.
Pearl,
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. There's so many.
That was a new game.
There's so many colors and metals. Like I have no idea what they all are.
Hey, they're all stones. They're not colors. They're stones.
Ah, you're right. Okay. But I remember playing Pearl and Platinum all that. I was like, wow. Like okay, this feels like the definitive. Like I remember playing on my DS. Like this is like the definitive Pokemon, and. I haven't really played the new ones as much because I don't really play Pokemon, but again, like I don't think it's one of those things that really has to. And I think maybe that's my fear. If they come out and they're like, well, Pokemon Go is really popular. Okay, what world do you live on? Where people are playing that. But again, I think Pokemon doesn't need to like the Pokken. That's a cool idea. Like that's a
Pokken tournament.
Like I would rather them do different Pokemon games.
I want another Coliseum.
And keep the core Pokemon, like, because I feel like the core Pokemon games.
That's the thing, like, everyone, like Pokemon on Switch, core game. And we're like, yeah, and now you're like, oh, they're changing all this stuff. It's like, no, we don't want, just want to play, we just want to play Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon on our Switch. That's all we want.
Yeah.
You'll need to do
like,
something
I want a fully
amazing.
Animated, like.
But if you want to make a new Coliseum, I'll play it.
Because to me, it's always, I always remember, like, when you play Pokemon, I remember when they did animations in Emerald for like the first time, like the Pokemon like moved a little bit when they popped up. I was like, this is it, dude.
And now we have like full 3D character
like
models.
To me that was like the game changer. I remember I saw it for the first time. It was like and I was like, oh my god, like this is it, dude. This is what I've always wanted. And again, and that's my fear is like, I think Pokemon, I think maybe they get misconstrued that like they need all this new stuff. To me, the thrill of Pokemon is just literally playing the Pokemon game. Like it's just like I like. Because every story is the same. I like it, nothing needs to change about them. I like all of them, and which I think is both good, and good and bad in the sense of like maybe I like that, but I could understand maybe why a younger audience. Because I mean, again, it's probably not me buying it. It's probably the younger people buying it.
Yeah.
Who want more. Like my fear is like they come out with like Pokemon with Ultra Moon Battle Royale mode. 100 people all like with one Pokemon.
100 Pokemon drop in the Safari Zone when it comes out.
And again, and I think. we'll see it. I think that'll be cool. I want a Waluigi game. I
Is that your? Yeah, I was gonna ask. Do you have any Nintendo wish list items? Minus the XL.
A Waluigi game is my It's not gonna happen.
So like Wario World, but Waluigi.
Yeah, but like I would love because again, I don't.
Here's
know.
the funny thing about Waluigi. I found out recently that Waluigi. So Wario and stuff has a backstory, and I always thought Waluigi was his brother. It's not. He's just a random guy he met in Mario Tennis. Who just shows up to play tennis, but he doesn't go on any adventures or anything like that. He just shows up to play sports like golf and go-karting and all that stuff.
I think they're even saying like Wario is like meant to kind of be the opposite of Mario, but Waluigi isn't like.
Waluigi's not related in any way.
Yeah, Waluigi is just a dude. Like even he may have an upside down L, but like he is not like in any way related. But yeah, I think that's more of a meme thing. But again, Nintendo is that company that like if there's any company that would like be like, okay, let's make a Waluigi game, like
it'd be good somehow.
Yeah, like they would be. I remember someone post like Waluigi Sea of Thieves, and I was like, I would buy that. I would buy that game. Yeah. And he's my favorite character in Mario. But and I think Pokemon's gonna be fun. I hope to see that. I'm personally most excited for Smash because again, I don't have a Switch, and I just I haven't really played Zelda either. It's just like I don't think Nintendo is like just my company anymore. I don't know if I have the time to invest in like single player games as much as I used to. Which is why something like Smash, which is like okay, nice casual game I'll be playing with you or like my friends, gets me the most excited. And I think even just more, like Metroid or like more Star Fox. There's
a Star Fox racing game currently in development. I don't know.
And
if
I saw
like announced this year.
I think like that's what gets me most excited about the Switch is they're the only company that really comes out. And yeah, do they make like the same like characters over and over again? Yeah, but at least every game like feels unique in its own way. Like at least they feel like fun, and that's what I like about E3 personally. Like for me, E3 isn't like what am I going to buy. The fun of E3 is like, oh my god, like what's this new thing?
Look at all this cool things.
Yeah,
that we as a community get to enjoy. Even if I'm not enjoying it.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Like that was my favorite part about E3 is just being like, what on earth are these people going to make? What is in hiding? What is in the the background? And that's what I think Nintendo Directs are always really good at, is just busting. Like I remember when Metroid was announced, it was like the biggest thing on Reddit. Like, oh my god, like this is nuts. And that's what I miss about E3. It was like a game coming out that you did not expect. I remember when Final Fantasy VII Remake was announced.
They announced Beyond Good and Evil, and I was just freaking out.
Yeah, like something like that. Or like when the Final Fantasy VII Remake was announced, and everyone like crapped their pants.
Yeah,
like,
even though we all knew it was gonna happen,
yeah.
It was like, oh shit, it's not a meme anymore.
I remember like watching it, and like even the announcers who were like on TV like took off their headsets, and they were just like, "Stop! What is happening?"
Yeah.
Like, didn't you show me the Crash Bandicoot guy when they did?
It's Tim Geddes.
He was
shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!
He was like, "Oh my god, everyone stop!" And like that to me is what I hope Nintendo does. And I expect that more from them than I would from like a Sony or a Microsoft.
Before closing on Nintendo, I do have one other thing I want to see, which is I want to know where my Animal Crossing is on Switch.
Oh, I want to
know.
Yeah.
I want to know. I need my Animal Crossing on Switch.
I think every article I was reading this morning, that was one of the ones they were posting about. It's like, where is Animal Crossing? Where is the Yeah, look, that's the first thing. Literally on this article I have in front of me, it says Animal Crossing. That's the very first thing, which I never played Animal Crossing. I guess that's a big thing.
I'm a fan.
So.
What's the next thing on your list? What do you got? What's the next thing you want to see out of E3?
Out of E3 in general? I mean,
yeah.
So me personally, like, with my experience over the last, because I got a PC, I stopped really paying for Xbox Live Gold, and I stopped paying for the Xbox Game Pass because of it. My big thing is I really want, especially with Microsoft and Sony, because they're the kind of the bigger ones involved with a lot of the games, I just want them to come out and kind of, especially from other developers, like the EA conference, like all these places, I really want everyone to kind of come out and try and bring back that faith I had in gaming, because I think that's one of the biggest things I've lost.
I think PlayStation has generated a lot of faith in gaming.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's I think God of War, the new God of War, is a great example of like a game where pretty infrequently this year where people are like, this is a game changer. This is a game you have to play. This is something that it's a single player game and it has all the content you want, and like that's my thing. Like now at E3 when I watch these games, I go, okay, but it's not gonna, like, Sea of Thieves is a perfect example of a game I was so excited about from last E3. I remember talking about all my buddies about it, and then it comes out, and I go online, it's like, Sea of Thieves is a dud. And I'm like, of course it is. Like, oh my god, like,
No Man's Sky.
Yeah, No Man's, like, God forbid a game.
What has it been 3 years since that game came out?
Yeah.
It's just now getting multiplayer.
Yeah, of course it is. And again, it's one of those things where, like, of course, this game that I was excited about, or is at least interesting, isn't good. Like, it lacks content. And that's what I want. I want people to come out and be like, here's this new game, and it has all the content you're going to need. Or, I want Xbox to come out and be like, we're going to improve A, B, C, or D. Like, we're going to give you more games. Because Xbox has no games. I have an Xbox. I have no game. I have not bought a game in months. Like, I have not bought anything.
Yep. While we're on Xbox real quick, I do want to say I have on my list. One thing they can do if they're going to turn this around, right?
Yes.
First of all, Halo 6. We know it's in development. They've been saying it's in development. This is the only thing they can do. This is literally what they have to do, especially after how mediocre the Halo 5 campaign was and how much of a dud the Master Chief Collection was with the servers and shit.
Oh, dude, RIP Master Chief Collection.
It's getting another update. It's actually apparently really good now.
I have been reading online that they are apparently like really trying to overhaul this thing 4 years later.
And apparently they might be adding Reach to it. There's like rumors that they're adding Reach to it.
I'll say, granted, I forgot the Master Chief Collection existed.
Which is great. Like, it's one of the greatest like pieces of gaming history. It's like this is literally like a decade of gaming history on one disc.
Oh yeah,
like,
I mean, it's a great, fantastic. I remember getting it and nothing worked. I was like, okay.
Well, I can play the campaign, so it was like that's all I really want to play. Anyway, here's what you do. Ready? You go on stage. Like, we know you've been waiting for this. Here's the trailer. Don't even say what it is. Halo 6 trailer. Plays the whole trailer. Trailer ends. Guy comes back on stage. Coming out this October 2018. Done. You win. You're done. You did it.
Sure, but I need
did it.
I want Halo.
If they come on stage and say anything about Halo and it's not coming out this year, it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant.
That's like even with Halo, like.
And it'll be on Games Pass because it's a first party title, so you don't even have to buy the game. You just get Games Pass. You will generate so much Game Pass just from saying.
And I think for me as well, like it's just I need if they come in with Halo 6, like I need someone to come out there and be like, look, we know Halo 5 kind of stank.
Oh, so you want the Black Ops 4 reveal thing? Is there wall running? No.
Yeah, like
is there jet jumps? No.
That's because I hate when people come out like for Halos, like for games like if people come out for Sea of Thieves and they go because I remember I was listening to a podcast earlier this morning. And they're like, oh, I hope someone comes out with a Sea of Thieves update. Like, I'm like, if they walk out there and act like Sea of Thieves is some good game, I'm turning it off. Like, because that's just ridiculous if you just stroll out there like, Sea of Thieves, hey, everyone liked that game. Yeah, we added boats. I know we didn't have those like in our pirate game. And like, okay, there are boats in the game. But my point is, like, I don't want someone to walk out and be like, Halo 5, you all like that game. Like, no, we didn't.
The multiplayer was pretty, let me phrase that. The half of the multiplayer was really good.
Yeah, like it's not like I have it. It's not a terrible game, but it's just one of those things where I'm like Halo to me, like Halo from 1 to 3 is like this pinnacle of gaming. Halo 4 is okay.
Reach was great.
And Reach was good.
ODST was great.
And like I would love them to come out and be like, look, we know that we're kind of like figuring out Halo.
We fucked it up. Like we fucked it up.
Like we looked at Halo 3 and Halo Reach. We saw what you liked. And that's what we're doing. Like that's just what we're doing. No more Call of Duty stuff. No more like all these weird game modes.
But it has to come out this year. That's what I'm telling you. Like it doesn't. If they say if they show just like a teaser trailer and it's like coming 2019, that's fine. But if they take time on stage to like talk about Halo at all, if they spend more than 3 minutes on stage talking about Halo without saying it's coming out this year, then it's like, what are you doing? Move on. It doesn't matter.
But again, like at that same point, like people were talking about Halo 6. Gears of War 5. I'm like,
no one cares about Gears of War 5.
I love Gears of War, but my point is like, I go, geez, Louise, like.
Did you like the last one? Did you like 4?
I mean, define liking 4. Like it's a Gears of War game.
Did you enjoy playing 4? Because I didn't even enjoy. Like I didn't even find the gameplay.
The multiplayer was like fun.
That's not the game.
Yeah, I didn't play single player.
That's the thing. It's not a game.
Oh, I didn't play single player. Single player sucked. I played the single player for like 10 minutes and I was fighting robots. And I turned it off. I'm like, no, I'm not playing Gears of War to fight robots. I play Gears of War to kill locusts. And but again, like. I don't want to see a Gears of War. Like, how can you walk out there and say Gears of War 5 and Sony's going to walk out with Death Stranding, a game that literally no one knows anything about, but it's all anyone talks about on any gaming thing ever. Yeah. Like, the game makes no sense. You know nothing about it. You've seen any gameplay.
Hideo's back, baby.
And somehow people go, like, this is going to be the greatest game of all time. I'm like, we don't know
nothing about it. It's not going to be the greatest game. It's going to be the greatest experience in gaming.
But what I'm saying is, like, that is what you are competing against. Like, you have to walk out as Microsoft and be like, okay, does Halo 6 beat Death Stranding?
They got to have something for 2 hours, man.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you have to walk out there and be like, oh, yeah, you think Death Stranding is cool? Here's our weird Xbox game. Like, you can't walk out there with Gears of War 5, Halo 6, and Crackdown 3. Like, those cannot be your
Oh, yeah. Wait, did Crackdown 3 come out? Or is that still not out?
No, it's not out yet.
What?
Yeah, it's not out.
I just forgot about that game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
it's so bad. Like, yeah, Halo. I'm telling you, Halo 6 needs to come out this year, or else you might as well just not talk about it.
Or or I'm going through like articles here, and it says like, oh yeah, here we go, like Blue Dragon 2. Who is asking for Blue Dragon?
Hold on. Speaking of dragons. There are rumors that Scalebound got re-picked up.
Yeah, it's right here. Yes, but like even something like that, like, why can't Xbox?
Oh man.
Or like Xbox just needs to come out with something. I can't even think of a new IP they can come out with. Like But
yeah, because it's a new IP. You can't think.
Yeah.
If you think of it, you
But
make
like,
it.
yeah, but then you think of Sony and like, they're gonna walk out with Death Stranding. They're gonna walk out with some weird thing that like
Some JRPG.
Yeah, that no one like would ever think about, and we're all gonna go like, oh my god, we have to. I remember watching God of War with you on the last one, and we were both like, like I'm not a big God of War person, and then it comes out and it's a 10 out of 10 game.
Yeah.
Or I remember we
That's
watched.
because we're not PlayStation people.
Yeah.
That's what, we don't have the history. We're like, oh, this is really cool.
Yeah.
But also, you just made like for us watching it, it was almost like we're watching Horizon Zero Dawn again. We're like, okay, like. Sure, it looks like you're making the same game, but obviously we don't have that perspective of.
But again, like even Detroit Become Human, where you're watching.
Oh, okay, I gotta play that.
Like
game.
we watched the trailer for that, and we were both like, "Oh, I'm not really sure what it is." But what matters is you watched it and you go, "I don't know what that is." That's
but
interesting.
I want to know.
But okay, Sony, that's really weird. Let's see what happens. And it comes out. It's a decent game. It's pretty good. And that's my thing. Is like when you see a Halo 6, you go, "Okay, like cool, Halo 6." You see Gears of War 5, like, "Oh, okay." Then you see Death Stranding, and you just go, what?
Oh, also, Halo 6 needs to be on PC. If Halo 6 isn't on PC, then they're going to lose.
Yeah.
Because Black Ops is doing full support on PC this year.
And I think Xbox, even more so, it's not even about the game department. I think Xbox kind of has to come out there and be like, I'm trying to think, like, the Game Pass is good. The Game Pass is good.
Game Pass is great.
Like, I think they need more
There's
stuff.
nothing new coming on it.
Like, yeah, exactly. I think they need something like that where they come out and they go like, okay, Game Pass.
Game Pass is everything we wish Nintendo had.
Yeah. Like, I would love if they came out like, okay, Game Pass, every Xbox 360 game ever is on it. And you just go, what? And I'm like, that's nuts. And then everyone buys it, And that's like my thing is like, I think Xbox, especially I think Phil does really try hard. I think Phil always wants, because I think you can tell, I think at least more than any other conference, Phil really cares. I think
Phil's one of us. Like he's a real gamer. Like
I think
he
Phil
has been in every little nick of this industry. So
yeah, like I think you watch a lot of the Sony people, or like I think a lot of the conferences are by the business people coming out. And Phil is a business guy, but he comes out there and he's at least like.
But he has the perspective.
Like you feel like he's trying at least. Like he comes out there and he really kind of gives it his all.
Like you can tell that he hurts with us. Like,
I think he understands that the Xbox. Whenever I see him come out and he talks about Xbox, I think there is this realization of like, look, I get it. This is not what you wanted. Like this isn't doing everything that it should. And I think Game Pass is a good example of like, okay, look, we get it. Not a lot of games coming out. Here's like 80 games for $5. So you go, okay, cool, I'm in. And especially when new games come out on it. But again, like it says, what are they coming in off of? State of Decay 2? That's what you're riding on E3. Like you're riding in E3 off of the back of State of Decay 2.
They have exclusivity on not exclusivity. They have the main marketing for Battlefield 5.
They do. Okay, so
because COD is PlayStation now, so they
and I think Battlefield 5 as well will be. I think
interesting.
I'm like I think EA at least needs to come out and really kind of I don't know.
Can we get some real gameplay?
Like a part of me is like, did they do that on purpose? Like the whole
do it on purpose.
Like that weird trailer because like
the trailer for Battlefield 5.
Yeah, because people didn't really like it. Like,
they didn't like it because there was no gameplay.
Yeah, but that's my thing.
They did that bullshit where it's like a cutscene. They overlay a game HUD.
But that's my thing.
It's 2018. We know this isn't gameplay.
And that's my thing. Like, why would EA do that? Like, why would that be something that they did?
Because the whole event was just a waste of money.
So to me, it's either like this game is not nearly as far along as like we think it is. And
no, it is. It's just they're saving it for E3.
And I think that's my thing. But again, not
E3. EA Plays.
And I think at the same time though, that is generating a lot of like people are talking about it, and I think that's what they want more than maybe that's what they wanted more than anything. Is like I wouldn't be surprised if EA like no premium pass. I'm like, what's going on here, EA? Yeah. You got no premium pass? Like yeah, we want everyone to stay together.
Well, I mean, I think it's a lot of blowback from Battlefront 2 is what it is.
And I think again that's what I'm interested in E3 because I think all of these companies are coming in and they're like, okay, we had a lot of loot boxes planned, but
on topic of EA, sure. I do want to point out my list of things I want to see. EA announces a single-player Star Wars experience.
They did do that the last one. They did, or at least 2 ago. There was.
They talked about it. But like
they talked about
I want announced details. I want you to be like, here's the game, here's a gameplay trailer, and here's when it is coming out.
And I would also say, I think as well, there is. I wouldn't be surprised if Disney's like right behind them, like with a little bat, like, all right, bud.
I mean, their license is running out soon. It's almost been. I mean, it was a 10-year license, right?
Yeah, I think it was 10 years.
I'm gonna Google this right now, but you keep going.
And that's my thing. I would not be surprised if they're looking at this next Star Wars game and Disney's in the background with a little bat on their hands, like, all right, bud, if you already messed up Battlefront, you got one more shot in you before we come knocking on the door. You don't mess with our billion-dollar franchise. But again, I think EA, they're coming into E3 with a lot of backlash. They're coming in, and I think Microsoft is very similar. Both these companies are coming in with a bad taste in people's mouths. You're riding off of State of Decay 2. You're riding off of a Battlefield 5. Not debacle, but you're riding off of
not great.
It's not great. It's not. Maybe it's not the press you want, or maybe it is the press you wanted. Maybe they did want bad press, and they come blow people out of the water. Maybe they show up and they go, "Oh, you thought that was weird? Wait, do you see how this is? It's like 100 v 100 D-Day map.
So
Get in there."
They have it until 2023.
Okay, so
unless Disney buys them out.
That's interesting. I mean, they might. You never know. And I think that's what this E3 I think is very, very interesting.
I feel like here's how the discussion goes. Hello, EA. It's me, Big Papa Disney.
Hello, Disney. How are you?
So you know about that Star Wars deal we had?
Yes.
You know how it's supposed to be like 10 years through 2023.
Yes.
What would you say if we wanted to buy you out from that?
Oh, but what did we do wrong?
Nothing. Well, we figured we'd buy you out. What do you think is fair? Like why? Like how? Like I don't know. Like what? How much loss do you think you were gonna have?
How much loss? Probably. Geez, especially off of Battlefront 2. Probably a good amount. Papa Disney.
I mean, well, you realize loss would have to imply that you were going to make money off these, right?
True.
Yes. So I think you should just hand it back over, and maybe you pay us.
Yeah, maybe you give us.
For that. And scene.
And I think that's the issue is and we're going back and forth between EA and Microsoft, but I think both are related in the sense that both of those companies are. Because Battlefront 2 is a huge game is suffering a lot, and I think that game was meant to generate a whole lot, and so you have single player games. You have a Star Wars single player come out, which again, even like if you come out with this good Star Wars game, the last one you did wasn't very good. It suffered this issue. And so now when you come up with this next one...
It's just because the game was actually good.
Yes.
You just ruined it with all this other bullshit.
And so that's the issue. So now you come in with this next Star Wars game, and now you expect people to kind of be like, oh, okay, yeah, we'll buy it. But now they kind of won't because of that. And again, that's the same thing with Microsoft. I remember at the E3, they were like, Sea of Thieves could be the best game ever. And then it stunk. And then it's like, oh, our next exclusive State of Decay 2. And it was like, okay. And then it's like, okay, Halo 6. Halo 5 wasn't very good. Okay, Gears of War 5. Gears of War 4 was okay. You go, oh, crap.
We're still working on Crackdown.
Yeah, Crackdown 3 for the last 4 years. Or like Scalebound, the game from like years ago. But then Sony just kind of goes, Death Stranding. Yeah, yes. Like
it's like the 9/11 scene from Family Guy. Death Stranding.
Yeah. Or like they walk out like Final Fantasy 7. Yes. like Spider-Man. Okay, yeah. Like what is?
Hey, listen. Listen. Shenmue 3 is delayed. That's gonna be a huge mark on them this E3. Nothing to show.
Again, I am more excited to watch Nintendo. I'm more excited to watch Sony. I mean, I'm excited about Ubisoft. Ubisoft has working their butt off the last 2 years, like making all of these games. Like Siege came out. And
do you think we're gonna see another Assassin's Creed? Do you think they're gonna take another year off? I like the 2-year cycle. I really hope they go back to the 2-year cycle.
From what I've heard from people, Assassin's Creed 3 was very good. Like people actually, like people actually really, really liked it, and they're like, because even my roommate was like,
it's almost like when you take time to actually work on the game turns out.
And like my roommate was even like, I want to hate this game.
Yeah, Connor.
He's like, I want to hate this game. He's like, I want to hate Assassin's Creed, but this is good. Yeah. And I think that's what Ubisoft is realizing, where they can like be like, okay, look, you know what? Like I spent money on Siege. I bought Siege twice because I bought on my Xbox, I bought on my PC, and that should be your kind of answer to what's going on. Like Siege is a good game. I like Siege. It's very, very fun. It's a good game, and they're always updating it. And so I spend money on it. But now you have, and I think people kind of misconstrue, like, and Destiny's a good example where kind of like, people are like, wait, I don't get why people are mad. Like, why are they mad at our game? Yeah. Like, it's like, what do you mean? Like, you're lacking this stuff.
Yeah.
And that's what I think I think that's what I'm interested in seeing is, I think E3 will be this first big example of our companies listening to that. Are they going to come? Because again, that's going to be the huge thing. Like, think about how cool it was when Battlefield 5 doesn't have a premium pass. That's huge. That's like, okay, so now this game is just $60. That's it. And now, EA, being kind of the scumbags that they are, it could be a bad game and not have any content in it because of that. But at that same time, if you get EA taking away a premium pass, like that's
a win somewhere.
Yeah, that is that's EA saying, okay, this $50 thing everyone has to buy, let's get rid of that. And so now where's that money come from? Where does this, what are they riding on now? And so now I imagine other
face paint.
Yeah. But like now is a company like Microsoft going to look at maybe a game that had a season pass. Maybe Halo 6 had a season pass, and they go, okay, now, Battlefield doesn't have it. So now if someone's going to buy Battlefield over Call of Duty, depending on when it comes out, maybe we should have a season pass.
Speaking of Call of Duty, hold on real quick.
Sure.
Another thing on my list is that I want to see gameplay footage of Blackout.
Oh, that'll be there.
I don't know. Well, here's the thing. I don't know if it's ready because I feel like they're winging this in because of the whole craze. Not that it won't be good, but I feel like it's behind development of the rest of the game.
I think, and again, I think this is what happens to every Call of Duty. This happens to every single one. I can't believe we're going to do it again because I hate that we do it. I hate that everyone.
I know you're about to say, but go on.
Like everyone goes, all right, guys. Everyone gets in a big room and they go, everyone, do not buy Call of Duty. Let's all agree to not buy it. Like, whatever we do.
I think you said the same thing on the podcast last year.
Yes, everyone's like, okay, everyone agree? We're not going to buy it. All right, cool, agreed. They go, no single player. Yes, good. Okay, we're not going to buy it now. Everyone agree. Battle Royale. Everyone goes, yes. Like, no, wait, stop. And, like, everyone, like, runs out the room to go buy it. And then like, I remember Call of Duty World War II. Everyone's like, all right, guys, this is it. They're going back to what they used to do. No, they are not. Like, why would they do that? Like, there's no reason, there's no evidence to support that they are going back to what they did before. Like, oh yeah, Black Ops 4, we got rid of the wall jump and everything. That wasn't really the problem. The problem was like the loot boxes and stuff. And and that's the thing. So you're gonna walk out into this Blackout mode, which I get. Like, they're like, yeah, you can be characters from the Black Ops series. Okay, I can name like 8 characters from the Black Ops series. Like how you can be every character.
I can name more characters for Modern Warfare than I can from Black Ops.
They're like, yeah, you get to be everyone from the Black Ops series. I'm like,
Soap? No.
I'm like, who on earth is sitting there like, yes, oh thank goodness I get to be Reznov and the same universe as Mason.
I get to be 80-year-old like, Mason.
Like, who's saying that? Who's like, oh my god, my favorite character from Black Ops 1 is in it? Like, it's like what, and that's like the weird part is Call of Duty has like this weird. Like, they act like they've been this, like, Modern Warfare 2. Well, look about Modern Warfare 2. They're like, yes, everyone. They're going to make Modern Warfare 2. This is what we've waited for. No multiplayer in it. Call of Duty. Are you high? Like, what drug are you on? Like,
How many new tubes to the head did you take?
Like, all right, guys, Modern Warfare 2, we're going to remaster. Okay, any ideas? Jeff, take out the multiplayer.
Got it.
Genius. Yes.
There was multiplayer. They just ruined it. The loot boxes anyway, like they did with the Modern Warfare
that's 1. The thing. It's like, and that's with every single game that's going to be here today, is they're going to walk out and they'll be like, okay, Battlefield 5, like, we're not going to show you gameplay, but it's going to be good. And everyone's like, I'll take their word for it.
Their track record has proven not so otherwise, but who cares?
They walk out. All right, guys, here is 2-minute footage of Final Fantasy VII that's been in development for 4 years.
4 more to go.
We are nowhere.
For the first part of 3.
Like, we are nowhere near ready. But and that's like, that's both the good and the bad of E3, where you have a game that people come out and they go, this is going to be our big IP, and then it's going to suck. And I think, again, and it sounds like I'm being, a downer or pessimistic, but like this, that's what have we
You're
seen?
tempering your expectations. What it is.
Again, I have not. I used to watch E3 when I was like 13 years old or 14 years old. I remember it was like the thing to watch.
It was on TV. You watched it on G4 on TV.
I think that was because think about Fallout 3. Like, I remember when that was announced. That was like I had not played Fallout 1 and 2. I was only like 13 years old. But I remember watching it, and like even Adam I can't even remember what's his last name anymore?
From Funhouse?
Yeah, no, from
G4
X-Play.
God,
what's his name?
I don't know.
I
didn't watch Love X-Play, to be honest.
Who's the X-Play? Hold on, that's good.
Like Levine?
Adam Levine, I think that's what it is. No, that's
someone else. I was like, wait, I didn't know you were talking.
You goofball.
That's why I was confused.
Yeah.
Like,
Adam Sessler.
Yeah, I just call him Sez.
But I remember, when you were watching, because again, I think that is the difference.
Question: why are there so many Adams in video games? I feel like Adam is like the Todd of video games.
Yeah, I agree. But it's that was the difference, I think, between then and now. Is you had a game like Fallout 3 and people go, and you had someone like Adam Sessler be like, whoa, I remember playing Fallout when I was like 10. Like, please tell me about this. Or Skyrim came out and I was like, what? Like, or Titanfall came out, I was like, what? And
Titanfall, man, was like the...
And, like, that's what...
Oh, man, Titanfall, I missed that day.
Like, I think you had weird... If that makes sense, like, you had this... People went to E3 with, like, these original ideas of, like, these weird games that like
They're trying to
granted-
innovate.
Yeah, but now it's kind of like, again, I think it's very similar to the film industry where now these games are costing like Call of Duty costs as much as a blockbuster film, even more.
Yeah.
Like they are like an event. This is like, okay, this is like our $1 billion idea. Like if this sucks, we're boned. And that's the thing. So now when you're going into these, and that's why I think Sony does so well is Sony comes out of the gate with Death Stranding, and you go like, I have no idea what this is. I don't know. We literally know nothing about this game, but the fact that it is new from someone that we do trust is exciting, or the fact that we're making this, Insomniac's Spider-Man game. Like,
I cannot wait.
Like, think about it, that's where we're at. Like, we are so pumped about this Spider-Man game because it should be innovative, it should be good, but I don't think I want to live in a world where what I'm looking forward to is a 6 game in a series. I'm looking, like, I don't want to own an Xbox, and the only thing I'm looking forward to is Gears of War 5
or the next Skyrim game,
or when Sony is coming out with a Death Stranding, with a Spider-Man game, with a new God of War that is like blowing people out of the water. Like those are the differences between then and now. Is when I watch E3, it's just like, okay, Halo 6. I go, geez Louise, dude. Like, where is like this weird game? Where is like, and I gotta be something with like,
where's the new trilogy I want to be excited for?
Yeah, and I think that's just weird. But either like it's the people who are making, either it's too expensive to get into it. Maybe people aren't interested. Like,
but then you got games like Fortnite and PUBG where it's like
Fortnite
there was no marketing. Like Fortnite was an entirely different game, and we were excited for that game, and that game sucked. And then they were like, let's try this.
I remember watching Fortnite at E3.
Yeah, it was like 6 years of development.
Yeah.
It was like and then like all of a sudden like, let's try this Battle Royale thing. No marketing on that. No E3 president. Just took off. PUBG. Hey guys, I made this game. I think it'd be really cool if you guys played it. Okay, cool. Wow, this game is cool. I'm gonna tell my friends to play it. No marketing. No E3 presidents when it first came out. Nothing. They're just like, yeah, it's a cool game. Like in the end of the day, it's like with script writing. Like at the end of the day, the best game will make it.
Yeah.
And they're just so wrapped up in having to, like, how do we market this game? How do we market, like, you gotta market the game if the game is just good.
And I think God of War is that example where I think a lot of people were excited about it, but a lot of people were also like, okay, let's see how this goes.
Yeah, we're like a little weary about it.
Yeah, like let's see, like God of War. There hasn't been a lot of those in a while. Like, why would someone, why would that be the game that comes back? And then again, here you go. It's like it's this masterpiece of a game, and even a game like Red Dead 2 that's coming. I'm excited about Red Dead.
Cannot wait.
Like, I'm excited about
They're
Red
locked
Dead
in.
2. Yeah.
Like, Rockstar is like, no, this is it. This is the date.
Yeah, and I'm excited about Red Dead 2, but at that same time, like now Rockstar's had this awesome success with GTA Online. So now do they sit there and they go, okay, what made Red Dead good? Was it the single player? Was it this multiplayer? Is what made GTA Online so successful? And I don't want them to go, the money is in online. This is let's get rid of what people liked about Red Dead and make it as microtransactionable as possible.
I don't think they will though, because the reason the game got so much coverage in the first place, because online didn't exist for like 2 weeks, but it was still in every headline because they made a masterpiece of a single player.
Oh yeah,
I think they understand that like you can make a great individual game, but at that point, like a multiplayer game, but at that point you gotta sell for like $30 over that. And I think Rockstar understands that there has to be care and craft behind it, or else the rest of it doesn't fly.
Yeah, I love Red Dead, and I think that's what my only fear is, again, with any new game coming out. My only ever fear is that this greedy fear of like, do they sit down and go, we want to make a good game, or do they sit down and go, okay, this isn't profitable, we're not going to make, like, again, like Death Stranding is very weird, but I think it's going to sell extremely well when it comes out, and people are going to be like, this is it, this is the greatest game. And do people look at that? Is Microsoft looking at that and being like, okay, where's our Death Stranding? Like, where is that? Someone give me an idea. Like, is Phil going through all the applications? Like, where's this weird game?
Phil personally is going.
Yeah,
like, I can't trust you anymore.
I want everyone to find the weirdest game they can find. Like, and again,
a tentacle porn simulator where there's actually no porn. Got it.
Yes.
He just wants an office job. Do it.
And because that is what I think gaming is. Because, like, again, look at movies. Like, sometimes I see a movie and it's really weird, and I go, okay, I'm kind of interested. Like, this is like, I love watching a movie preview that doesn't show any of the plot in it. It's just kind of like, here is what's happening in it. Go watch the movie and find out.
Like the Grinch.
Yeah, like I don't know what the Grinch is gonna be like, but I'm interested in it.
You give us a 5-second thing before Deadpool. Like,
yeah, and I think like that is my fear of gaming and movies and any media now is kind of like, is there incentive to make something new? or is there incentive in just doing the same thing over and over again? You know, because we know Fortnite's going to be at E3. Fortnite, you know, I think Fortnite's going to be announced on the Switch. Fortnite's going to be part of, like, I'm sure Microsoft will be, like, boasting about, like, oh, look how cool it looks on 4K. You can play Fortnite on 4K. You know how they did Minecraft, very similar.
I don't know if anyone has an exclusivity.
I don't think so either.
I feel like Xbox would, though, because PS4 is the one you can't cross-play with, right?
You can do Xbox and PC, yeah, but you can't do...
You can't do PS4 and PC, right?
No, you can. You can do PS4 and PC.
You can't do PS4 and Xbox.
You can't do PS4 and Xbox. But, again, you know, where do we get, you know, how many Battle Royale games are we going to see there? You know?
It's also, that's like such an irrelevant game to fight over, too, for PlayStation, because it's like, it's a free-to-play game. Like, there's literally there's like nothing in it for you. Like, I guess you get, like, part of the microtransaction, but like, still, like, it's so stupid.
And again, and I think PS4 might come out and try and...
The Vita is back!
Is it?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's what they do.
But yeah, I think PS4 will walk out and be like, they might, because I think, you know, they're in the lead selling consoles by a lot, you know, and they are even saying, I was listening to news stories that, like, 2019 is, like, the end of the PS4, like, that kind of, like, date, and then move on to the next one. But, so Xbox has to kind of come out here and either go and say, we're not going the gaming route, we're going the opposite direction, we're going to kind of sell this, and, because you make the Xbox One X, which is, like, the strongest console ever, you know, that's, like, so that clearly they're pointing towards games a little bit there. But now you got to come out and be like, because again, why would I buy an Xbox One X right now?
Yeah,
like, what is coming out?
Literally no reason.
Like, why would I come out and buy it?
What, so I can play this God of... Oh, I can't. Okay.
Yeah.
So I can play her... No.
Exactly.
State of Decay? Oh, it looks like shit. Okay.
Yeah. So, like, when Xbox comes out, is this 2-hour conference about games? Is this 2-hour conference about new Xbox, like, streaming services, or a new X, like, you know, what the Xbox can do? You know, and I think that's what happened with Xbox. I think the last 2 years has been like, they come out and they go, look all the stuff the Xbox can do. Everyone's like,
the live
where are the
shoutcast
games?
of Ring of Elysium.
Like, where are the games?
Not Ring of Elysium. What was that game?
Which one?
The Battle Royale character game, and the guy was like live shoutcasting it, like.
Oh,
on stage.
Lawbreakers or whatever, or
no.
Oh wait, I remember that now. Yes,
Yeah.
I know. Oh God, yes.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it is, but
Yeah,
I remember.
Super cringy.
That was very cringy. I remember that. Yeah.
Well, let's not end it on a bad note. Like, is there anything you're looking forward to? Like, is there really like something you really want to see? Like,
I want to see Kingdom Hearts 3 stuff.
Kingdom Hearts 3 stuff.
I want to see either.
I want to see a release date.
Yeah,
That's what I want to see.
I honestly want to see Final Fantasy 7 stuff, just because like these games have been in the. Like, again, I was talking to you yesterday about, because you haven't played Kingdom Hearts, you know, and because you're waiting for the 3 to come out. Like, this is a game been in development for like ages. Like, This is like, come on, dude. Like, what are you doing? Like, can you please just give us something?
It's like the last Final Fantasy game.
Yeah, like Final Fantasy 15 was very similar.
Square Enix is what it
and,
is.
And you know, I want to see Final Fantasy 7. I want to see, and again, I want to see like some new stuff from. I really do. Like, I really, really want to see Xbox come out with something cool. Or if it's like maybe the Master Chief Collection gets this whole giant revamp, and they're like, okay, you know. We now have a server. I don't know what they're going to do. Like something. I
don't know.
Like,
I don't know
how to fix Master Chief
Halo Reach for free.
Yeah, it's been
4K Halo Reach.
It's been 5-6 years of like the Master Chief Collection. At some point, you got to fix it. And, but I want to see news. I think my big thing is I just want to see new things. I want to see people come out with new weird stuff. Like, I want to see these weird games that are very niche or very like. I don't know, like Metro, like the new Metro is. That's what I'm excited to watch. Like, what's the new Metro gonna be? Like, I love Metro. Like, that's a very weird game. And
I got one for you. Reboot Mega Man, but it's not.
That's on Mega Man 11. Is that on? That was
no,
announced.
No.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna reboot Mega Man, but it's not gonna be the bad Mega Man. We're not talking about original Mega Man. We're not talking about Mega Man 0. We're talking about the best Mega Man of all time, much like the Sonic Battle Adventure 2.
Mega Man X.
We're
Command
talking
Mission.
about we're talking about Mega Man Battle Network.
Oh Lord.
The best Mega Man series of all time.
Battle Network. Right.
Battle Network was so good.
But yeah, I am excited just in the sense of I want to see people come out, and I want to see maybe there's people going like. No season pass, no. Maybe even like I'll be interested to see if there are like free games coming out. Like, are people coming out like these big budget games and they go, it's free because now Fortnite might be changing the game a little bit with that.
Here's something I wanted to ask you. I forgot to write it down.
Sure.
But I just remember because of that. Do you think? Because we both talked about it. We both kind of agree that like PUBG and Fortnite are juggernauts in the battle royale. The battle royale is more than a fad. It's gonna be at least an 8-year cycle, probably roughly, like when it's all done and said and done. But we both talked about it. We're kind of like. This probably isn't it. This isn't like the Modern Warfare 2 of Battle Royale yet. Do you think we're gonna see that game at E3? Not that it's coming out this year, but you think we're gonna maybe? What are the chances you think that we're gonna see a trailer even for the thing that's going to be the definitive battle royale?
It's not. I don't think Blackout is it.
I don't think I don't think it is.
I think Blackout will look fun, but I think Call of Duty is going to phone it in a little bit.
I don't think any of the current IPs are going to be it. I'm saying, what do you think the chances are that someone has already begun development on what's going to end up being definitive?
I would not be surprised if anyone is coming out with it. I want to say it's Xbox purely because
of PC,
and I think purely because of they know how important it is to come out with something. And I think if someone went up to them and they're like, okay, we have this 200-person crazy battle royale game, great graphics, all this stuff, and and they look at it and they go, okay, this could be it. And they go, how are you gonna monetize it? It's free, like Fortnite. You go, oh crap, okay, or maybe even maybe they look at Call of Duty Blackout and they make a Halo version of it. I'd be interested in a Halo battle royale, kind of, not really, but I'd be interested.
I'm interested in a Battlefield Halo experience. I would love a 32v32 version of what was it? Not Rush, the Rush version that was in Halo Reach. You know what I'm talking about?
And I think
that was great.
I'd rather see, but I do think if anyone's gonna come out with a new. I think Xbox feels the need that they have to have at least if they're having this 2-hour conference, they better have something that's going to
there better be something.
They're gonna better knock someone's socks off.
It better not be like 30 minutes of here's the Xbox One XX.
Yeah, or one of those montages of you guys have had a lot of fun with the Xbox One. People
and it's literally just it's literally one game. It's like Assassin's Creed done.
People playing Cuphead.
Cuphead 2. Now with Battle Royale.
We gave you Cuphead, guys. Yeah, that's the big Xbox game we all play.
Don't remind me of playing Cuphead. Yeah.
But
oh, man.
And I think E3 would be very fun. I think I am definitely more interested in this one just because it's felt like the game.
Oh shit! Wait, there is something I'm really excited about that I want to definitely see. Spyro Remastered. I want to see it. I want to see gameplay. I want to see it.
I think PS4 will come out with. I remember people were mentioning Jak and Daxter.
Oh my god, I would love that.
Yeah, if they walked. If they walked out with Jak and Daxter, game over, man. I'm buying a PS4 tomorrow. If they walked out, Jak and Daxter remastered. Oh, by the way, Jak 4 is coming out too.
All right. Who wants this Force Will I got from Magic? Trade me a PS4.
Yeah. But I think in the end of it all, I think Sony will come out on top because I think they did last year too. I
don't know though because I feel like.
But again,
they don't. What are they coming out with this year though?
I
think Sony has the most goodwill going in, but I don't feel like they have the strong. They could definly surprise us.
They have Last of Us. They have Last of Us 2, possibly a Bloodborne 2.
Right. I think the fact that we're so sure they're going to come out on top.
Yes.
It makes them susceptible to looking worse in comparison to Microsoft. That Microsoft can really hit a home run.
Again, yeah. I think.
And not that they'll actually be worse than Microsoft.
No.
It's the fact that they're just hitting the bar they've already set as opposed to surpassing.
I think to me, again, if PS4 comes out and does a good show, we go, okay, classic PS4, fine. Classic Sony, good show, I liked it. Whereas Xbox comes out and they're like, bang, Halo 6, bang, bang, do all this crazy stuff. Phil Spencer is just jamming out, who knows?
Phil Spencer has resurrected Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, Phil Spencer walks out in a Master Chief uniform. He's like, Master Chief VR, you get to wear the suit, and that's our big thing.
Psychonauts. I want to see Psychonauts.
I would love this if they come out with some goofy stuff. Connect 2, you never know. New Connect, it's better.
Connect X.
I would love.
No, it's Connect, but instead of the T, it's an X.
Part of me also wants Xbox to walk out with some new zany idea that's gonna just suck too. Very similar to Connect, and everyone's like, "That's not good."
I like to see some HoloLens stuff too.
Yeah.
I'm interested in seeing that.
I want to see them double down on some weird stuff, and if Nintendo can sell cardboard. Okay.
If Nintendo can sell cardboard that you have to make.
Yeah. If Nintendo's innovation,
it can't be that hard.
If Nintendo's innovation is what my cousins do with the cardboard boxes, I feel like Xbox can walk out.
I can make the Labo out of my Amazon Prime boxes.
Xbox walks out. Halo 6 is now Legos.
Halo 6 available now on Nintendo Labo.
Yeah. Or they walk out. Minecraft 2. It's what? It's this goofy stuff like that. I think Xbox is very.
I forgot Xbox was Minecraft.
Yeah, I think Xbox is one of the. Yeah, of course, they're gonna walk out the Xbox One X 2 and
Minecraft now with Battle Royale. It's called the Hunger Games mode, bro.
Yeah, I love when I think they did announce the Xbox One X. I think they did use Minecraft as the game. What?
This is it. this is what we're playing it for. I don't know.
And I think that's very Microsoft, and I think all three companies, and especially I'm looking forward to Bethesda as well, and. Yeah, and I think especially as we get closer, I think we'll have more of an idea of what's coming. But I'm excited. I want to see. I hope that all of these conferences kind of renew my love of gaming again, and kind of accept the backlash that's occurred, accept some of the bad
and move forward,
press, and be like, okay, look, you know what, we got a little greedy, or look, I wouldn't mind the greediness. Maybe just start making games $40, but that comes with the idea of.
You mean make them $80?
Yeah, or even 80. Yeah. I meant like to me make it cheaper so you can charge more. But if they make it 80,
on the back end, make it 80. I pay 80 up front.
Yeah,
like, I paid $30 for PUBG. I would have paid $70 for PUBG.
Yeah,
I would have paid $70.
Like
I bought Overwatch on PC and Xbox at full price on both. Like
or like I wouldn't be again. I think Sony is one of those companies that they could even walk out and be like
Vita.
Yeah, sure, Vita. But and I think I just want to see the games that are at least interesting or new, and I think the Switch will have those. I think Microsoft hopefully will have those, and I think we know that Sony will come with at least some weird IP that is just going to be like okay. And again, I think when we see Death Stranding gameplay, I think that's what everyone wants to see is like what on earth. Because I literally have no idea what it's going to be. I don't know if it's a first person, third person, if it's even an action game. Is it a narrative game? Like I have no idea. And I think that is why people are excited to watch it, because I think that to me was E3. That to me was, what on earth are these games?
It needs to be like we need to get back to. I feel like the last couple of years we've gone the route of one-upmanship and backtracking and stuff like that. But it's like, can we just go back to celebrating the games? Like, it doesn't have to be the best game in the world. It doesn't have to be the best console in the world. Can we just go back and be like, we are all really excited that Activision is making this new game. We're all very excited to bring on this indie company to publish their game here on Xbox. Like, can we just get back? Like, when Cuphead was invited on stage the first time, like, I was like, this is great. This is what E3 is about. It's like, here's this publisher who has done nothing, and we are inviting them to come join us, and we are going to put it out there for everyone.
Yeah, or like, I would even be, again, like, PS4 at the moment doesn't have crossplay with Xbox. That'd be so goofy if like
recreate.
Yeah.
Here it is. Ready? Middle of the E3 show floor. We recreated full cosplay, the demilitarized zone from North and South Korea, and the CEOs of Microsoft and Sony come up dressed as Kim Jong-un and whoever the hell the president of South Korea is, and they shake hands and everything.
It's like a PS4 Xbox like Smash Brothers game, like the PS4.
It's the PS4 All Stars.
Instead of Marvel vs. Capcom, it's PS4 versus
Microsoft
Xbox.
versus PlayStation.
Yeah, that's that would be hilarious, and I think that would be like. That to me would be E3 in a nutshell. If PS4 comes out with some goofy game and they go like, and you can play it with Xbox, because Phil Spencer runs down the aisle like.
I was thinking about this, and I should make sure I do it before this podcast goes out, because someone will easily steal the idea. I want to take remember when PS4 released the video basically negging on Xbox, like, how you share games on PlayStation, and you just hand the game. Yeah. I want to do like how you share games on Xbox, and there's just no game in their hand because there's no game. There's no games to share.
Yeah. Let's go. Cool. Let's stand there. Like, I think it'll be very fun, and I think I think a lot of people just want to watch it. And
I mean, that's why we're doing live streams, because we want to get back to like celebrating. We want to make a big party with our friends.
Again, like I don't really see much about it on Reddit. I don't see much about it even in general. Like, it's just not something people talk about as much anymore. And I think that's also because not many companies, a lot of companies are doing their own thing now, or they'll be like, okay, we'll just do a 20-minute video instead of actually going. And I think that's also because, a lot of companies just don't have as much to show as much as they did before.
Which is fine.
But I do hope that we end up finding some goofy stuff and some fun stuff. And, people come out with a game where they go, this is a new thing. And here we go. We're just going to give it a shot. We're just going to give it a shot. Whatever happens, happens.
Right.
So.
Well. This was very fun. I'm very excited for E3 now. We're 2 weeks out, right? 2 weeks?
It's like the 9th, 10th, whatever.
Yeah, it's not next week. It's 2 weeks. Yeah,
2 weeks. Yeah.
So I cannot see what's going on, guys. This has been the Power Cycle Podcast. Let us know what you guys are excited for about E3. Down in the comment section below. Don't forget that we will be doing our E3 live stream all of Sunday of E3 and all of Monday of E3. Press conferences, games with friends, pizza parties, Jackbox party games with you guys. Everything you want. We will not be sending you the pizza, but if you can find this location, you can come have some pizza with us. I feel like I shouldn't have said that, but I did, and I'm committed.
Yeah, don't question. The internet can find us anywhere.
If you can track us through the reflection on this Halo poster here, and the reflection of the window out there, we're in the basement. There's no windows here, guys. As always, you can follow me. I'm at the Mighty Mike.
I'm at the Red Baron.
You can follow us on Facebook at Your Entertainment Network Team, where we post a lot of our updates. And as always, you guys subscribe for more great daily content, or check out another video. This has been the Power Cycle Podcast. Time, power down.